Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is a lap guide for round 3 of the 2024 Nations Cup exhibition season. We're at Sardegna A and we're using the Mercedes-Benz CLK-LM on the racing soft tires. We need a top speed vehicle as this track has a lot of high speed areas, so this is where the CLK-LM comes into play, and it's pretty much the go-to car for this race. Brake balance is at +1 or 1 click to the rear. Bring yourself towards the right because you're braking as close as you can to the 100-meter board. Use all of your braking power. Turn in when the red and white curb on the right ends. Make your way down to first gear for more rotation, but exit on second gear, and you want to be careful getting back on the throttle as turn 1 is where this car likes to step out a lot. Bring yourself towards the right once again. Brake right as you reach the 50-meter board. You're going to eventually make your way down to second gear. Now for this turn, you want to try to make your way a bit towards the left side of the track because there's a right turn that comes up almost immediately. This right turn right here is the one I'm talking about. So you're braking when the gravel on the right ends, and then you turn in when the curb on the right starts. You can go down to first gear for more rotation. Just make sure you exit on second gear, and just like in turn 1, you want to be really careful getting back on the throttle. Then for this left turn, you're braking right after you pass the 50-meter board. This is a blind turn, so it's pretty tricky to nail this turn down. Go down to third gear, trying to get as close as you can to the wall on the left. And as soon as you're pointing away from this opening, that's where you can get back on the throttle. It's pretty hard to time it just right, but if you can time it just right, you'll be able to make use of the entire width of the track and get a pretty fast exit. Make your way towards the right side of the track. Your next braking point is the 125-meter mark. So right in between the 150 and the 100-meter boards, full braking power, and make your way down to first gear. Turn in just before the curb on the right ends. Get really close to the wall on the left. As soon as you hit the apex, get back on second gear and carefully get back on the throttle. It is a little bumpy at the hairpin, so you want to be careful getting back on the throttle. This right turn can be taken flat out, but for this left turn, you brake and turn in when the curb on the right ends. Make your way down to fourth gear, using around 75% braking power for a short moment. As soon as you hit the apex, quickly get back on the throttle. Bring yourself towards the right. You're braking as close as you can to the 100-meter board. Use all of your braking power, make your way down to first gear, and turn in before the curb on the right ends. Once again, just like in the previous hairpin, get as close as you can to the wall on the left, make your way up to second gear, and carefully get back on the throttle. And for this final right turn, it's a pretty easy turn to take a flat out, so make sure you're on full throttle as you go through that final turn and finish your lap. We'll go through this again, but this time we're not going to stop the video. And here we go. So getting ready to approach turn number 1. Gonna brake just before the 100-meter board. Full braking power. Go down to first gear for more rotation, but exit in second gear. Carefully getting back on the throttle as the car does like to step out a bit. Then bring yourself towards the right. Brake as close as you can to the 50-meter board and turn in shortly after. Go down to first gear for more rotation, but exit on second gear. Just being really careful getting back on the throttle. Bring yourself towards the right. Brake right after the 50-meter board. Go down to third gear. And yeah, you have to be really careful getting back on the throttle. It's pretty easy to be a bit too early on the throttle and dip into the grass or graze the wall, and that will cost you a bit of time, especially as you're going up this back straight. Then bring yourself towards the right, brake at around the 125-meter area, go down to first gear, then back up to second gear. Really careful on the throttle as it's a little bumpy at the hairpin. This right kink coming up can be taken flat out, but then brake and turn in when the curb on the right ends. Go down to fourth gear, just trying to carry as much speed as possible. Bring yourself towards the right, brake as close as you can to the 100-meter board. Go down to first gear for more rotation, but exit on second gear. Nice and careful getting back on the throttle so the car doesn't step out on you, and this right kink can be taken flat out. And we're going to go ahead and finish up this lap getting a 131.6, so it's an okay time. Group 2 cars are not really my cup of tea, but yeah, there we go. So hopefully this lap guide helps you out a bit, and if you like this video, you can press the like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But good luck in this race. This is Mr. CA, and I'll see you in the next video.